Jesus. You are welcome.
God.
Wake Up Nigeria is Mazina and Mary, and this is a very bad mix. In any case, welcome.
You will be in a bad mix.
Tuesday edition. We love it when you guys wake up in the morning to a brand new day and
Yes.
to us on your screens. For this edition of your favorite breakfast family show, it's Wake Up Nigeria.
Indeed. Well, isn't that a super sign? Not the bad mix one. Yes, a super sign that it will be a fantastic day, isn't it? As we have the show tailored just for you as always.
Absolutely. Now, such marvelousness, if that is a word on Wake Up Nigeria. Each day we come with a pocket full of fun, all the right content just to make you ready to take on anything as you set on for your Tuesday.
Yes, we have some super fun surprise. I'm so superlicious this morning.
What is going on?
And you can find that surprise in each segment of the show.
Indeed.
It will keep you riding on and definitely not giving up.
Absolutely. So let nothing get in the way this Tuesday. Even if you get knocked by a Mack truck on the Ojuelegba Bridge, get back up there and maintain the right attitude. That's all that counts. Yeah, I don't hope that you get knocked down. It's just something I say.
Michael Jackson is playing in my head. And you know what song it is?
Which one?
Speechless. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know him. But I do know for sure that is just around the corner.
Yes,
You'll be
indeed.
seeing her in a bit, okay?
She'll be joining us.
The show, of course, remains Wake Up Nigeria. And we are here to give you a head start to your day. My name is Mary Bashua Alimi.
And my name is Mazino Appeal. You want to stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Watch us live, GOTV channel 27 and on UHF channel 40.
Absolutely.
Why are you laughing?
Well, you could literally watch us from anywhere across the world. And that, of course, is on the TVC app, which you can download on both your Android or iOS stores. Okay?
I want to say something that didn't get on camera, but I think that you need to say. She said something about my suit this morning. Tell them what she said. And I'm hoping that the Mazino fan base come after you. Tell them
I'm
what
going
she
to
said.
say it, and if you guys, they are not as violent as Risky. Violent. So I said his suit, note, is the one who made me say it. But the material of his suit, doesn't it look like oh gosh,
like
how am
what?
I going to say this? Like what janitors wear in hospitals.
All right. So please, I'm hoping that you guys come for Mary.
No.
Come for the Soleil's Queen.
No, it's cool, isn't it? Don't you like it?
Yeah.
He just wanted you guys to compliment his suits. Martino likes attention.
Just finish the show. do this.
All right, we begin with health. So that's something to look forward to on the show this morning. And we will be learning something new when our expert joins us later on.
Now on parenting.
Is everything all right?
Yes.
Okay, on parenting, Opofoni Selekumo, popularly known as Uncle Sele, a parenting coach, will be joining us to discuss the importance of family values.
Then we get up close and personal with actor and also director Badge Idibuli, who recently had a directorial debut, by the way, making the film Come With Me. The film was accepted by the Africa International Film Festival, and he will be here to tell us more about the feat. Finally joining us for another interesting discussion, we have Charlene Igwe, popularly known as MC Charlene, the energy goddess. Now, she's a multiple award-winning Cameroonian international MC, and, well, we can't wait to meet her.
If you're ready to party, let me say yeah! Say yeah! If you don't know me, my name is MC Charlene, aka the Energy Goddess. When I say energy, you say goddess. Energy!
All I see is but.
Yeah, breakfast show, not the one you want, Mary. Welcome, Tuesday edition. How you doing? How is market?
Good one.
How market?
I wasn't expecting that. Market is selling really,
Nice.
really well, to be honest.
In case you don't know, is exhibiting at the
Lagos International Trade Fair.
What
African Hall, booth 050. Thank
Can't
you
miss
to everyone who's a fan of the show that has come over to the booth to say, hello, how are you doing? Can I buy a top? Can I buy skirts? I really appreciate you all. Thank you.
And later
Please
on today,
do not forget to keep telling your friends to tell a friend that I'm at the stand.
And later on today, I will be signing autographs outside of AMM's booth.
Oh, well,
A meet and greet. I'm joking, no, I'm joking.
You have committed yourself.
I'm joking.
You have committed
Oh, you how many thousand followers again?
Who knows me? How many people know me?
Honestly,
it must
I
be
heard
fun.
that as who knows. Okay, sorry, let's move on.
Yeah, unfiltered Mary. In any case, did you guys see the reaction from the Tita, right, at the Wakanda premiere on Sunday with the reporter?
What's your name again?
What's my name?
I can't remember.
Excuse you. I'm
possible.
a Zeno Appeal.
It's possible. Anyone
I
can
don't
forget
think
your
it was
name.
a case of forgetting, really.
It was a case of not knowing.
I think it was a case of doing it for the editor. You know, sometimes you could do that for the editor. You could, you know, you're on the red carpet and then you want, and then for also the viewers, the people watching, because by the time you're done packaging, your editor might miss out on, you know, little bits and pieces of that interview.
I agree with you,
and you just
actually.
would like her to introduce herself so that when people watching, people would know who she is. Because, I mean, Letitia Wright is not really, she's not really a popular Hollywood
she is
actress.
Actually.
She's not really.
No, because of the
there are few popular Hollywood actresses that you just mentioned, and people just know.
You know quite well that there are some actresses that have acted just in one or two major blockbusters and it was big. And she acted in Black Panther.
With the buzz that actually...
But people have not watched Black Panther 2, where she's playing the main character.
So you see this, MM,
but
with the buzz that the whole Wakanda thing and the absence of Chadwick Boseman has raised, especially people rumoring that she would be taking over the role, it's a big enough reason for her name to be known by most people.
You know this because you're in the media.
So don't get me wrong.
There are a lot of other people who are not in the...
Yes, but the person who is interviewing is in the media.
Sorry?
Yeah.
The person
but she did it. She did it for the people watching. She did it for the audience, for the viewers. She didn't really do it because she didn't know. Because I don't want to believe that she did not know that that was the main character for a blockbuster movie. I didn't want to believe that she doesn't know.
Okay, hi, what's my name? My name is Mary, and I'm trying to tell you now that I want to check out what the weather is today. Just so you've forgotten my name, Sha. Time for the news update on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mary Bashua Alimi. Now we're staying in Nigeria's capital city where members of the Election Tribunal for the 2023 general election have been sworn in. That was done by the Chief Justice of the Federation, Justice Olukayode Ariwola. After the oath of office was administered on members of the tribunal, the CJN urged the judicial officers not to treat their assignments with levity, warning that he will not tolerate any form of judicial recklessness. The exercise kicked off a 4-day capacity workshop for the justices and members of the tribunal, which will end on Thursday. Those in attendance at the event include the President of the Appeal Court, Justice Monica Dongbamesem, Chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Mahmoud Yakubu, and the Justices of the Appeal Court. Justice Dongbamesem admonished members of the tribunal to be firm and law-abiding in the discharge of their duties, noting that by the nature of their assignment, they will be exposed to temptations, but they must be in total control of their thoughts. Moving on, let's turn our attention to faraway United Kingdom, where the trial of former Deputy President of the Senate, Ike Ekweremadu, by the UK Central Criminal Court over an alleged organ harvesting has been moved from May 2023 to January 2023, that's January 31st. The court agreed that arguments will be heard on the 16th or 19th of December 2022 before the commencement of the trial in January. Senator Ekweremadu and his wife Beatrice were arrested on June 23 and charged with conspiracy to traffic in a person for organ harvesting in violation of the Modern Slavery Act 2015. Here in Nigeria, a few days ago, Justice Inyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court, Abuja, ordered the interim forfeiture of Ekweremadu's assets following an ex parte motion by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Now, the Igbo Socio-Cultural Organization, Aneze Ndigbo, worldwide, has described Justice Inyang Ekwo's ruling as hasty and a selective judgment. Now, the House of Representatives is making arrangements for a 170 billion naira fund for the Academic Staff Union of Universities in the 2023 budget. Speaker of the House, Femi Gbajabiamila, discussed this in a statement, saying the move will provide a level of increment in the welfare package of university lecturers. According to him, efforts were ongoing to find lasting solutions to all the issues raised by ASU. He stated that the budget included an additional 300 billion naira revitalization fund to improve the infrastructure and operations of the federal universities. The speaker explained that President Muhammadu Buhari is interested in looking into the latest issues and concerns raised by the university lecturers. The no work, no pay policy embarked upon by the federal government during the period of strike, Speaker Gbajabiamila said, is premised on the law.
And you are welcome. It's still a Tuesday, but of course, it's still Wake Up Nigeria. Welcome. And this is where we get to let you know what the dailies are or what they have in store for you for a Tuesday. We're going to start from the Nation newspaper this morning. Let's get right into it. In front and center for the major headline here, women, farmers, artisans, others unite for Tinubu. Marafa Eyibo show of victory for ABC presidential candidate next year. And at the top of the Nation, CJN to Election Tribunal judges, don't be reckless. And COP27, UN unveils a $3 billion plan to achieve early warning system. I will reclaim my mandates, say Governor Oyetola. And at the bottom of the Nation newspaper, nobody can break our ranks, Wike Autumn Makinde insist. Let's move swiftly now to our next daily for this morning. And of course, that is the Daily Trust. And front and center for the Daily Trust this morning, Kwankaso joins Obi on dialogue as Tinubu Atiku unveil strategies, options open to Asiwaju Keyamo, and I will tackle agitations with government of national unity, say former VP. Don't negotiate with terrorists, ex-AIG says, and it's campaign gimmick, retired military officer. At the top for the Daily Trust, half-salary Gbajabiamila say FG acted on law as ASU holds emergency meeting. And Nigeria's Eurobond prices rebound in fresh week. Abuja-Kaduna train service to resume this month. Finally, our last paper this morning, real quick, is the Punch newspaper, and you'd find this big headline, 2023 elections, INEC laments tough times and flood overruns 20 INEC buildings. Chairman seeks new offices and agency grapples with 600 cases in court, wants new equipment. That's as much as we can take this morning as we have to run through the papers. We're hoping that you grab one and maybe start a conversation with us. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We would love to interact with you. Let's do a bit of fitness, and when we get back, we'll be inside of the kitchen with a very interesting conversation. And you are welcome. What you missed is that I and Mary just had a bet that I can't say something on air, and I'm going to say it.
Oh, yeah, say it.
Don't worry, I'll get to it.
R.I.P.
Jerry, interesting story. Do you want to hear? So, in Ogun State, Mary's people...
No, say it the way you said it now. Go on.
So there was an instance at a bank in Ogun State of a young man who actually kind of like went to the bank to retrieve money using the ATM. Puts his ATM in, the ATM machine sucks in his card. Not going to give it back to you. He goes inside the bank to make a complaint. They said it's not our bank card. You are going to have to go to your bank, make a request. It's going to take a while. You know how they do now. It could take you 2 weeks to get back your card. And he says no. He's got flights to catch, is what the story says.
Wow.
And that he needs his card now. They say, no, we're not going to give it to you. He says, no, he starts speaking in indigenous language. And then proceeds to take off all of his clothes, all bells and whistles hanging out. The video is actually there. Inside of a corporate institution, naked man, butt naked, all over the place, shouting that he wants his card. Just a simple card. And I'm like...
It's not a simple card.
Wow.
It's not a simple card, Mazino.
I agree with you. Sometimes that thing is all that matters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even if it is 5 naira, you don't know if his family is reliant on that 5 naira that he's going to withdraw from that ATM card, and the ATM machine sucked it in.
I'll tell you something about the liberties these institutions take these days. Yesterday, an institution took out 106,000 naira from my account. With no permission, absolutely
no explanation.
No explanation. 106,000 naira. I'm tempted to actually call them out, but I'm not going to. Yet. Because I'm still waiting for my 106,000 naira. It is the... I don't know what to say. What?
Mine was 50,000 naira, and they plan to deduct it like a due, like a monthly due.
So it took it the whole year.
Yes, so they kept on 50, 50, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's happening here? And then I went to the bank, and then they said that my accounts cannot hold in a certain amount. So, like, it's
They're
not...
helping you keep it.
No, it's not supposed to hold in a certain amount. So because I put in a large chunk of money into that account, I am just... It's part of their whatever to deduct from it. So it's a monthly... It's like a tax I'm paying to the bank monthly for having that amount of money in the account. I said, you know what? Close it.
Close the account.
Close it. And I have 3 different accounts with that bank. I said, you know what? I'm closing everything. I first off transferred the money, and then I told them close the accounts. And then they said, now please, that okay, they will try to move it to another account, move me to another account that can
but did they say they will refund?
They are not refunding the money. So I said to them, first off, I don't get any notification. I don't get any mails. I don't get any text messages because you guys are quick at, you know, giving us service charges.
What service exactly?
Nothing at all. And then you just go ahead and deduct such a large chunk of money without my permission, without my authorization, and then it's more like you're entitled to my own
That's exactly
money.
The same way I felt yesterday. I actually felt violated. I felt that it was a security concern because if I had £1 billion in there, that means you can go right in there and just take it out. So I'm actually sending an email. I'm going to copy in the CPC, the Consumer Protection.
And the CBN as well.
The CBN as well into that mail. And I'm going to follow this through, especially now that you've told your story. I think I'm actually quite agitated right now.
I'm just wondering, 50 every month. Do these people know that? Like this person that went nude. Some of us, we do things so...
Well, I got a trick for you guys.
You cannot just take money out of my account because I find it very ridiculous. You know, there was a time I was... there wasn't so much in my account, and I had planned to use about 7,500 to make payment for something. And then when I wanted to make the transfer, it kept saying I couldn't use it. Then I had to go to my app, and then got there, and I realized that 5,000 naira had disappeared.
Wow.
That's why I'm like, wow, you guys. And I'm like, I don't understand.
In that story, it's the sheer modesty for me, actually. It's like she's really modest.
I went to check my email alerts. I noticed that whenever they remove all these, their ludicrous service charges, they don't give a direct or clear explanation. They just wrote electronic, they will not abbreviate, that you'll be wondering, what does this mean?
When I opened my second business account, they removed 9,000 naira for legal search fees. 9,000 naira for legal search fees. I'm like, see, I don't even have the energy to go and start.
Let them have it.
I'm like, you know what?
You can have it. In any case, there's still 5,000 naira one Orange Bank is owing me that I haven't collected. I'm going to go and collect it today. I'm going to go and, you know, seek for it. But if your card ever gets sucked into an ATM machine, take note, you can do this. If you've got the same bank card, like Halima told me this morning, she did this. She got her bank card for another bank stuck inside the ATM. What she did was she took that bank, the very one she was at, put the card inside and made it get stuck. Now you guys, please give me both cards. So hey, that's a trick for you guys. But if the two of them get hung inside and...
that's it.
Please don't go naked.
Don't go naked.
That guy is going to get...
it is a crime.
Yeah,
that's indecent exposure. You could go to jail for that, actually.
Yeah.
So, or they'll just poke you.
Yeah, so I know that there's so many people who have had similar experiences, bank experiences. Please let us know on all our social media platforms at TVC Connect. We got to go now, people. Stay with us. Welcome back, people. You're tuned in to Wake Up Nigeria. And yes, with me in the kitchen is Chef Nike. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Haven't seen you in a while. Busy making the money.
Yes. You know,
very important. Very important. Yes. This morning for breakfast, we are having pan toasts.
Yes.
With omelets and
fresh
fruits. Ooh. Looks like a complete balanced diet, right? That's all you need to start up your day. Of course, with a dose of Wake Up Nigeria. And on your screen right there are the ingredients we'll be using for our breakfast. We have, please run through them.
Okay, we have our eggs, which is the major ingredient for the omelette.
Okay.
And then we have our bread. We'll be toasting this in the frying pan.
Okay.
And then we have our fresh fruits. We have some veggies here, you know, just to garnish it. And that's all. So then we have milk.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, and where does your butter?
Yes.
All right. Where does the lemon go into this recipe?
The fruits.
The lemon?
No, yes. Once you finish chopping the apples. You don't want it to
turn
to
brown.
change color.
Yes.
So you just have to sprinkle or just the juice. You just have
on
to
it.
Put it there.
Very nice, very nice.
Keep it fresh.
Yes. So
and
that
then
is a hack for you, people. That is a hack for you. Usually, if you don't want, you know, when you peel your apple or when you cut them into chunks or slices, they turn brownish, right?
Yes.
So to prevent that, you just sprinkle a bit of lemon juice in it, or orange juice, or sometimes you can even soak it in wine if you're looking for that extra taste, right? So let's get right to it. What are we starting with? You need a knife?
Okay, a bowl for my egg, and then
we have a knife here. I hope it's sharp enough. Right, on your screen right there, once again, are the ingredients. If you missed out on it earlier on, we're having pan toast omelette with fresh fruits. Right, and for fresh fruits, you could actually use any kind of fruits, right?
Yes.
Great. You know, when you pointed to the sliced bread, you know what came to mind? Agege bread.
Oh, no, for this purpose, we need sliced bread.
Yeah, but imagine using agege bread.
You need this.
Use pan toasted.
That would be just too big for this particular
I know.
breakfast.
So what are we about to do?
Whisk your egg. That's the first thing, you fry your egg.
Okay, so let's put this on. Would like to put on our heater right now. So we have to heat up the pan, yes?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'm just going to let this heat up. And then what is going into our eggs?
Basically the milk and then salt. You can add a pinch of maybe seasoning powder if you so like it. Okay. But not everybody. It's not really necessary for this recipe, but just a pinch. So basically your salt and milk, that is all that will be going in.
That's all that's going into
the eggs.
Yes, then
you melt your butter and then start frying.
Okay. Can you tell us, butter or margarine?
Okay. Well, preferably unsalted butter is fine.
Because, I mean, like you have salt already in your eggs.
Yes, you could. Well, maybe any kind of vegetable oil will do as well. But for this particular recipe, to get the very perfect taste, you need unsalted butter.
Yes. Good. Okay, so now that our pan is heating up, let's check to see if it is hot enough. Okay, so I need to turn that up a bit. And
I think we should even dice this.
What do you need?
Some
of the pepper and tomatoes. Is that going into the eggs as well?
Yes. Not immediately.
Okay.
So, but at least we're supposed to do that.
Okay. So we're going to, at what point do they go into the eggs?
Yes. I'll be adding a little bit of the veggies right inside. Then for garnishing at the end of the day, by the time I'm ready to serve, and I'll just, right in between the eggs, then flip it.
We are working with a lot of vegetables, of course. You know that they're packed with nutrients, vitamins that are going to boost your immune system and keep you healthy. And of course, you know what they say about apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. We have to head over to the couch now for some parenting discussion with Mary.
Sometimes I wonder how doctors feel about that. How are you going to feed if nobody comes to the hospital, huh? Well, it's time for us to talk parenting, and doing justice to that today is Opofuni Selekumo. He is popularly known as Uncle Sele, a parenting coach, and today the focus is on the importance of family values. Just so you know, Opofuni's purpose is to build and frame the minds of the upcoming generation to make the right decisions based on values. And as always, it's a pleasure to have you in the studio with us.
Same here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so importance of family values. Okay, so I know last week we talked about something relating to this.
Yeah.
So let's continue from there. First, let's just establish what exactly are family values.
Okay, so, last week we talked about the transfers. Yeah. And, one of the transfers, is,
the values,
transfer. And, we also said that, everything starts from the home. So it means that when we're talking about family values, those are, principles that, as a family, we have agreed that, they're important to us. So you see, let me use my family, for example. So the Opofuni family, what are the things that are important to us? So you see, we say things like, God first, because I love spirituality, because I always know that it will always be transferred to a child. So you see, that is there. Then I also talk about things like, respect, learning and all that. So those family values must be transferred to my children because they will hear it from me first. And, you know, because every society is made up of, you know, different families. Our families, our children will meet. You know, there's this concept I call the jaw of parenting.
Yeah, jaw of parenting.
Jaw of parenting. You know what a jaw is?
Yeah.
Where everybody contributes money. So, you know, for the society, everyone is contributing values. Everybody is contributing, you know, you're teaching your child values. He's building his character, building a character. She's going to the society and contributing that. So that's, you know, one of the importance of family values.
I really like that one, the phrase, the jaw of parenting.
Jaw of parenting.
I like it.
Yeah. You know, because if you look into the society right now, you're seeing that, okay, very few people are transferring values. Then we have a lot of people that are not transferring values. And we are seeing that the society is filled with vices. So we are saying we need to go back. Families, sit down with your children, transfer values to them. Make them understand that, look, these are the kind of things you should do, decisions you should make. You will go to school. When you go to school, what are you going to do there? Because your child should know, oh, you're going to school to learn because you're a king. I always say that. Build their mindset regards to who they are in future. You're a king, you're a queen. This is how we should behave. To do that, these are the values you should uphold. As he grows older, he will ask you questions. Daddy, why is it that people are doing this? Why is it that people are doing this? Because, you know, remember we said something about the testers. Yeah. They will test those values. Because the testers will always come and say, no, come and steal, come and cheat, you know, come and do certain things. But you see, when you have family values, things you stand for, you would say to yourself that, look, no, this is not me. Because, you know, when you say this family, you are saying to your son or your daughter, this is how we behave. So you see, when your child now gets into the society and he's hearing or someone is trying to influence him negatively, he's standing on those values. But first, as parents, there's something they call pray, model, teach, pass it on. Pray, model, teach, pass it on. So you're not just talking. You are going to pray. You're going to model those values to your children. So they're seeing you. Oh, Daddy said this is what we stand for. Daddy is doing it. What he said. What he said. Mommy said this is what we stand for. Mommy's doing it. So you see, if TVC has their own values. So when you come to TVC, this is how we behave in TVC. You understand? So it's always very important that families, you know, begin to have that and pass it on to their children. So when the children get into society, they can function properly. You know, I was saying to you that I went somewhere yesterday and, you know, a lot of children were saying things about, they don't even understand what values are. So I come to that class and I write, you know, what are values? And maybe one person just stands up out of a bunch of 50 or 44 children, and you're wondering, are values being passed? What is influencing you? Good influence or negative influence? They will tell you, oh, we see more of the negative things. So you see, parents are they're not talking to their children about the things that are important. And I always say this, make important things important to you. So as a parent, if you make values important to you, you know that you are supposed to transfer that to your child. Your child will grow up understanding that, oh, this is important. So it means that when I have my own children, I will also pass it down to them. So you see, you have this culture of values being passed from one generation to another generation. As we grow older, this is what we uphold. We don't steal. We don't lie. We are contented. Do you understand? We don't abuse ladies. You know, you see, you want to help, you want to talk, you want to make people feel good. It is what has been passed down to you. You know, I listened to the UK Prime Minister where he was talking about the values his father passed on to him. And he was saying it, that you see, my father passed on, you know, hard work. That's what he has become someone. He's also saying it to a people that hard work was passed down to me. And that's how I've gotten to this place. So it means that as parents, as a family, we need to also pass down hard work to our children so that we don't have kids who think that we can just, you know, you just wake up and you just get things, you know, you just see things and say, hey, I want this. Oh, you don't even know how it's been gotten. But you see, when you begin to pass the value of hard work, you begin to pass the value of, you know, how you think, how you can solve problems. Do you understand? How you can create value. So your children will ask you questions.
You know, I like the fact that you've gone from talking about family values to giving the importance of family values. I noticed you've already segued into that. However, I know many people are wondering, it's so easy to talk about family values. It's easy to talk about the importance of family values. But then there's also the issue of children who their parents have tried all their best to inculcate the family values in them. And in most of our local movies, we see them being portrayed as children that are the ones being used to punish the parents for their past sins. However, realistically, there's always, like I mentioned last week, there's always that odd child.
That person they call the black
sheep. Odd, yes, the black sheep in quotes. And so you ask yourself, how can parents handle that odd child?
The truth is, you know, as children grow older, they will test boundaries. They will test. And, you know, maybe one of these days we'll talk about our reactions to our children.
Okay.
Because most times, when you believe in something, you will also be tested.
Yes.
But you see, when you lose yourself, you know, and you go against your values, you are saying to that child, it is okay to go out to do wrong or do some things. But you see, the truth is, there's a concept of love in parenting.
Okay.
Love is very strong.
Love is very strong.
Very, very strong. So you must keep loving that child because there's a way you react and the child goes off. You keep the child in shame and disgrace. The child begins to feel that regardless of what daddy said, regardless of what mommy said, you know,
I'm not good enough anyway. I understand and I know what you mean by that.
You don't want to do that.
Funny, I wish this conversation could continue. Unfortunately, it can. But really, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. At this point, we'll take a break. Wake Up Nigeria continues in a bit. To stay with us.
And we are back. You are welcome. Yes, it is the kitchen segment. And with me in the kitchen this morning is Chef Nike. Hello, hello, hello. Right, this morning we are making pan toast with omelets and fresh fruits. Yeah, of course, we're not cooking the fresh fruits. It's just going along with breakfast, right?
Yes.
It's, you know, they say doctors always recommend or advise that after your main food for the day, you have fruits. Fruits are good and they're healthy for the body. So let's talk about the ingredients. Chef Nike, over to you.
Okay, so as you can see, our omelette is already in the frying pan.
Okay.
All you need is just a small frying pan. Like
what do we have in there?
Okay, egg with milk.
Okay.
And a little, like, pinch of salt. Then I decided to sprinkle little veggies, you know, green bell pepper,
okay.
Spring onion, and then chopped tomatoes.
Okay.
That's all. So,
and then a little bit of salt.
Yes,
okay.
yes. So you put this on a low heat. So, and then
why low heat though? Because you need the vegetables to cook as well.
Not just that, you don't want it burnt, you don't want it overcooked, and you don't want that kind of brownish kind of color. So gradually you push in the cooked parts to the center and do that all around.
Okay.
So when it's ready, you can flip over. Keep doing this.
Okay.
Keep pushing the cooked part to the center, just so everything can cook evenly.
Cook properly.
Yes.
Nice, nice. Now, once the omelette is ready, what are we doing next?
Okay, we'll toast the slices of bread right inside the pan, same pan. Just toast
that's after we've taken out the eggs?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So what are we toasting with?
Just
aside the bread.
You don't have to
grease the pan with butter.
No. It's still greased. You know, we actually melted our butter before adding the whisked omelets or eggs.
So we have little bits of butter here and there on the pan, and we're just going to pan toast the bread. And then after the bread is ready, after the pan toast is ready, what do we do with the eggs?
With the eggs, you just add your little veggies at the center and cover it halfway, and then it's done.
All right.
Breakfast
so this is basically like having your bread and egg, but with a twist, right?
Yes.
So this is done differently. Yeah, I mean, it's not doesn't always have to be the conventional bread and egg. Sometimes just add a little bit of twist here and there. Add a bit of veggies. Have your bread pan toasted instead of just I know we are always in a hurry, we want to just eat it. But hey, sometimes, you know, food is fun. I mean, just add a bit of whimsical, just something fun and exciting, right, with your meals. We're going to run through the ingredients once again. It's coming up on your screen in a bit. If you missed out on them earlier on, check them out.
So
we
almost
have,
ready to flip over.
Okay, our plan. Ooh, that is coming on really nicely. And I
so
think
it's always better to use a non-stick frying pan like this.
Non-stick frying pan.
Yes.
If not, you have the eggs sticking at all corners of the pan. And I think there's also something that the milk does for the eggs. Like it makes it lighter and fluffier, right?
Yes, yes, you love it. And then better taste.
It's coming on really nicely. And yes, I'm beginning to get the flavor. Oh, that aroma is coming on pretty nicely, very nicely.
You don't have to be in a hurry to flip over.
Nice. So take your time. But remember, guys, do this on low heat. Yes. And of course, we are having our pan toast with omelets with fresh fruits. And for our fresh fruits, we have our apples, we have our grapes, and basically that's it. And then we have our lemon. So earlier on, we taught you a hack on how to preserve your apples. So for example, when you have your apples sliced into chunks, or cut into slices or chunks, you sprinkle a bit of lemon juice on it to prevent it from turning brownish. Or you could add a bit of orange juice, or you could soak it in wine, right? Wine also gives it like that extra flavor, just a little bit of tangy sweetness. You're going to love it. And yeah, breakfast is coming on really nicely. Those eggs are looking really, really, really good. Loving it. I can't wait for it to be ready. I can't wait for breakfast to be served, people. I'm pretty excited about this morning's breakfast. Yes, it's bread and egg. I know so much right now saying, yes, it's bread and egg, but hey, it's bread and egg with a twist, right? We're calling it pan toast with omelets. And yes, so much going on here. We're just going to wrap this up in a bit. The top of the hour is upon us, people. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Step by step. Do you remember that song?
It's from the early 1990s.
Well, we used it to do choreography in secondary school.
Step by step. How does it go again?
Step by step.
Had Luther Vandross.
Day by day.
Da, 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 da. Whitney, who's the...
So yeah, step by step, we will get to our destination if giving up is not an option.
Of course it isn't. You've made it this far. It's the second hour. Might as well just stay up until the end of it because it's fantastic, not because you're suffering through it. A lot of challenges faced through the entire year, but hey, thank God we are still here standing tall, creating more memorable moments for you. It's November, and of course, we're waiting for the final month of the year. But let's not rush. Let's calm down. Don't get old too quickly. I actually told my daughter that the other day. She says, Daddy, I'm 7 now. I can't wait to be 8. And I looked at her sternly, and I think that's going to be a core memory. She'll remember this for a very long time. I said, baby, don't be in a hurry to grow up.
All this talk about growing up, and I just suddenly remembered my birthday is next Monday. I don't want to be... No, I want to grow up.
I'm getting old.
Yes, that's scary. Okay, so a warm welcome anyway to the second hour of the show where we find respite for all the chaos in the world.
Talking about chaos.
We'll be talking about that very soon.
In any case, we love the aroma coming from the kitchen. It's actually very, very beautiful. If only you could smell it, if this was smell-o-vision. But MM is taking no prisoners and waiting for nobody. She's already having breakfast.
This one is not even breakfast. This one is brunch.
It's not for this. It's not for.
It's
not for display.
Let me tell you the truth. I'm here because of the viewers, our precious viewers.
Yes,
and thanks to Chef Nike. She's been making sure that, okay, so take a slice of this, take a slice of that. But then again, I have to taste what people are going to eat now. Just I'm making the salsa, fruits. We are having like a salad. So, you know, we actually sprinkled a bit of lemon juice in it. So I'm making sure all of those lemon juice gets, why
is all this shalaying? Come on. I think we can all agree that you have belly food.
In fact, I'm done. I'm going. Because I don't see what I'm seeing here for. has finished all the food. After all my hard work this morning, I don't have breakfast.
Which is what we look forward to at the end of every show.
Mary, which hard work? Were you in the kitchen today? Are you the one in the kitchen? Because I don't know what hard work you're talking about too.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mazino Appeal.
My name is Mary Basho Alimi, and I'm very hungry right now.
We're going to let you guys know exactly what we have coming up for you in just about a bit. Want to remind you guys that you can watch us on GOTV 27 and also UHF 49. And also, please remember that you can, well, have the Android or iOS app on your phone where you can watch us live. Now, what's coming?
Okay, so let's tell you that we're getting up close and personal with actor and director Baj Adebule. Yes, we have to add that director because he recently made his directorial debut. So he'll be talking to us about that in a bit. And we continue with this star-studded morning, having a conversation with Charlene Egbe, popularly known as MC Charlene, the energy goddess, multiple award-winning Cameroonian international MC, and so much more. We'll be finding out what that more is in a bit.
If you don't know me, my name is MC Charlene, aka the energy goddess. When I say energy, you say goddess. Energy.
MC Charlene, nice.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it like being an international MC? Must be nice.
Being able to travel all over
Around
the world,
and everything.
you know, be
Right.
paid.
Talking about traveling.
Yeah.
Terrible segue. Talking about traveling. I don't know if you guys saw the video. You haven't seen it. I think you've seen it.
Yeah.
I have seen the video.
The video of the pastor at a car park or motor park where people were boarding buses. You know, these pastors actually come, or preachers actually, they come in and then they pray for your journey, journey mercies, wherever you're going and everything. So this guy was offered as, what do they call it? Yeah, yes.
You know,
Appreciation.
Yeah.
13 naira.
Yeah.
And the guy rejected it. And I sat down and I asked myself, when was the last time you saw 20 naira?
I can't remember.
I have 20 naira, 10 naira, and 5 naira in my wallet. How about
But
that?
you can't spend it.
I can.
Where? What are you buying?
What are you talking about? You can still buy sweets for 20 naira.
Who
And they
sells
collect it.
sweets for 20 naira?
Sweet is 20 naira.
No, you
Tom
get-
is 20 naira.
Oh, okay.
You give them 100 naira for, you know,
change.
No, you give them 100. They don't give you change. Who really?
Yes, they still sell things for
What I'm
10
saying is
naira.
actually wrong. I actually should promote the fact that these are still legal tender and that they should still be
Those
in
currencies
use.
are still in.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something talking about currencies. So yesterday at the bank, this guy comes with a stash of $1 notes, 2 stashes.
Okay.
And I used my eye to count them because when you see dollar
Because you
notes,
like money.
your eye goes
Continue.
And I could bet that each stash had 1,000 $1 notes in them. And the bank rejected it.
The bank rejected a dollar
Why?
note for
Yeah.
$1,000. Why?
They can't save it in their vaults because nobody is going to collect $1 notes.
Wow. But that's
People
not
will
legal.
collect
Even $20 notes. So they are saying that even $20
not
notes, people
100.
even have a problem. You know, collect. Yes, they won't collect it.
Why?
Customers are not collecting it anymore. It has to be $100 notes.
Do you know why I'm struggling?
Yeah, but they are
with that?
still
Because
obligated to collect it.
Getting
They
dollar
are
is
the
even
bank.
difficult. So they'll give you $1. You say you don't want.
See, the thing is,
I was shocked myself. They insisted that they were not going to collect those dollar notes from that guy. And I felt so sorry for him because I could tell that he desperately needed, you know, those monies. I mean, you know, in Naira.
Yeah. Wow, poor guy. He must have had them for a while.
He must, I can imagine the hope.
Yeah. I'm getting
Don't
this.
worry, I collect dollars. All right, so at this point, we have to check the weather. Let's see if everything is still normal out there. Thank you for staying tuned. It is time for the news update on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mary Bashua Alimi. Let's talk politics now. The presidential candidate of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, has assured Nigerians that farming will receive its pride of place if elected president of Nigeria. The former Lagos State governor gave the assurance in Minna during a town hall meeting with agro and commodities groups. Cheneme Bami reports.
Commodity exchange serve a vital role in the economy. They serve the purpose of providing a centralized marketplace where commodity producers sell their commodities to those who want to use them for manufacturing or consumption. It is a system the APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu believes should be reinvigorated in order to help farmers and move them above the poverty line. He's at this town hall meeting with agro-commodity groups in northern Nigeria, and his thoughts on the commodity exchange resonate with those present. He stresses that there is need for a functional government arrangement that would manage the effect of price fluctuations in the marketing of agricultural produce, which has adversely affected the earnings of farmers.
confidence is back. Help is here. Prosperity is with the farmers, and they are all here. A promising future that is greater than gold and diamonds is in the heart of the subject matter of today.
For his part, the host of the town hall meeting and Niger State Governor Abubakar Sani Bello says Niger State has the potential to solve the food crisis in Nigeria. He notes that the federal government's agricultural intervention programs have had huge impact in the state, especially in rice and maize production. Governor Sani Bello believes the successes will be consolidated if the party retains power in the next election.
The singular fact that the Tinubu government is planning to focus on agriculture as the major driver of Nigerian economic rejuvenation is a promising move that the leadership of Tinubu-Shetima government is fully prepared to lead the nation to the promised land, thereby deserving the support of Nigerians.
The APC Presidential Council also created the Agro-Commodity Directorate. The Director General of the campaign, Simon Lalong, said farmers have the numbers to decide the next president of Nigeria, and the Directorate, as one of the innovations of the presidential candidates, will serve as a veritable platform for farmers and agro-processors to mitigate the inherent risk in agricultural production and marketing. The presidential candidate and his vice, Kashim Shettima, endorsed the APC gubernatorial candidates in the state, Umar Bago. Chanemi Bameyi, TVC News, Mina.
Aww. That video just melted my heart in like 1,000 ways. But guys, this is a story that you want to know more about. And with me on the couch this morning, we have actor and director Baj Adebule, who recently had his directorial debut making the film Come With Me. And of course, the film has been accepted by the African International Film Festival. And he's here to tell us more. Of course, with him, who also starred in the movie, is Ayolola. Ayola. You are welcome. It's so great to have you guys with me on the couch because, hey, let me control myself, yeah. But hey, Badge, whoever thought, right?
Yeah.
Whoever thought?
It was hard to believe when I got the email.
Okay.
Actually, when I first got the email, I didn't even tell anyone else. I didn't want to, I was like, nah, I'm not believing yet. Then I got another email. Then I now got a phone call. After the phone call that I heard their voice, I'm like, okay, now
yeah,
I believe.
This is legit,
yes,
right?
Legit now, yeah.
Why did you decide to go into production and directing?
Actually, filmmaking actually was the primary goal.
Okay.
Actually, I was never even going to act in the first place. It was my uncle that was like, why don't you act and learn the ropes, then you start making film. And then acting took off. So filmmaking was actually the one I was more focused on. I still remember very, very early on in my career, before I even started doing a lot of films, I did a short film that ended up going for Zafa Awards and even won Best Short Film in Africa at the time. So I was very focused on filmmaking as opposed to acting. Acting just happened to blow up more. So like, oh, this one is paying. Where?
Wow, beautiful. And then, Come With Me. I'll just let Ayola take this one because he also starred alongside you in the film. What was it about the script that got your attention, that said, oh, you know what, I want to be a part of this project?
First of all, my guy.
Of course.
Yeah, when he reached out, to be honest, I didn't even care about the story until I, of course, read it and I got even more interested. The fact that my friend and my brother's doing something and I just wanted to support whatever. If he wanted me to lift the cameras or lift the lights and just do something on set, I would do it.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, and I'm very proud of him. And but then the story is, it highlights the insecurities of the country and how we all need to be vigilant, It takes, just having a conversation about this behind the camera, it takes a whole community for us to feel safe. Isolation doesn't help at all. So wherever you are, just make sure that you have a community that you trust, some set of people that you can call on whatever time of day it is and whatever issues come up. Because insecurity is becoming a very, very serious matter here.
It is. Now let's talk about from the conceptualization of the story, to the development and all of that. what was it for you that, you know, that drew you in? I mean, the story itself. How did you come up with the concept? How did you say, oh, okay, this is what I want to do? Talk us through the process.
Actually came from having different ideas coming together.
Okay.
At first, it started with seeing how terrible the kidnapping situation was getting, and I wanted to touch on that. So I started focusing on making a film about that, but I put that on one side. And then I was watching an old Nigerian film, not too old, and the bad guy had tattoos, had dreadlocks. I like, most of the people that I know that look like this are very nice people. Like the real evil guys look pretty much like average citizens. And I think I need to make a film to tell people that the people you should be looking out for are not the guys with the tattoos and the dreadlocks. It's that everyday person walking by you on the street that could be the villain. So different pillars of ideas started forming in my head, and then it just kind of grew into a full story. And then I wrote a treatment, and I called my friend, Michael Osuji. He's a brilliant writer. And I told him what I wanted to do. I was like, okay, let's have a meeting. And we had multiple meetings, multiple conversations. And after like 3-4 months and like 7 drafts, we finally had the script.
7 months?
No. 3-4 months, but 7 drafts. Yeah,
oh, okay, 3-4 months.
It's a lot of argument.
Well,
we finally arrived at the story that we booked. I go, okay, yes, we have a story. Now we can start working on it.
Okay. Now, I mean, this has been accepted by AFRIF.
Yes.
And earlier when I was asking you, what does the AFRIF do for the filmmaker here in Nigeria? So we know it's an international festival where a lot of movies are being screened and, you know, premiered to watch and for people to basically give verdicts on, and then also for international investors to invest in. What does it really do for the filmmaker here in Nigeria?
One of the major things, especially a filmmaker, especially in Nigeria, the problem you're always going to have is getting the chance to show your work. Because it doesn't matter what you shoot. If no one has seen it, you've not really made anything. And that's one of the primary things AFRIF does. It literally takes your work that you made here and pretty much ships it worldwide and makes it available to everyone to see. And it's one of the most important things to a filmmaker. Because the combination of that with also getting access to potential buyers or investors that could want to acquire your film is too important to a Nigerian filmmaker. So having a platform that is international and does that is like priceless. So it's a big honor.
Okay, so I know that there are certain characters or certain roles that really gets to one even after you have played it, right? Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, this character is, without trying to give so much...
Yeah, I was like, how are you going to do it?
Yeah, it is tough to talk about the character without giving anything away. But I'd say that this is one of those characters that you don't want... you don't want it to... Oh, okay. You don't want it to stick.
Okay.
With you. Yeah, so I would say, generally speaking, it depends on how an actor approaches the character. Sometimes it's... You need to be careful so that it doesn't seep into your life. But if you ask around and if you watch the film, you will understand what I'm talking about. But generally speaking, I absolutely enjoyed playing the character. And because I did understand the gravity of that, I decided, you know what, I'm going to approach it differently. So after that, I consciously shed off that character after every scene. Every shoot, so that it doesn't
affect you afterwards. I mean, this is great work. Thank you so much, Badge, for doing this.
Thank you
I can't wait to see Come With Me. And so this is going to be premiering where tomorrow?
It's premiering tomorrow at AFRIF and Landmark Film House Cinema at 4:50 p.m. prompt. So you get at 4:30 so you can get a good seat. And I'm very sure you have a great time.
Drinks?
Yeah, of course. You get
and maybe a cup of ice cream to go.
I don't know.
We don't know about the ice cream part, but yeah.
Just kidding. All right, so we'll look forward to that then. All the best to you guys. All the best. We have to go on a quick break now, people. MC Charlene coming up next. Stay with us.
See, it's no surprise she's called the Energy Goddess.
Love the energy. Finally, here for the show today for Tuesday, we have another interesting discussion with Charlene Egbe, popularly known as MC Charlene, the Energy Goddess.
Again.
Multiple award-winning Cameroonian international MC, international. Get that right, MC. And hey, with a beautiful smile, by the way.
Thank you.
Did I tell you that?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so I feel like when you're called MC Charlene, it doesn't embodify all that you do. So just run us through it. Give us updates. What are you up to? So besides being an MC, what else do you do? Social work?
Yeah, I do.
In Norway?
Yeah. Apart from being an international MC, I'm a social worker. I have a dance fitness brand called Sweat Like This Fitness. I'm also a dance fitness instructor. And I also just launched my own event company where I'll be, you know, the goal is to promote Afrobeat in Norway, Scandinavia, and Europe, you know, on a different level, because I want the white people to feel the Afro energy. So that's why I call it Afro Energy World. And yeah, so yes.
That's beautiful. What are they embracing Afrobeat in Norway? And
they are. You know, like when I had the first event, the first Afro Energy event in my city, Bergen is a small city. The turnout was massive. I was like, that was the video you guys just played. And people were like, what? Like, they couldn't believe it. The newspaper picked it up. Everybody was so excited because it's new, it's different. And then an MC is just, yeah. So I'm really, really happy how they're embracing it. Actually.
Okay, so between the last time you were here, that's about 3 years ago, and now, what has changed? Because I can see a lot of things have changed.
A lot of change. I've been eating. Yeah, no, a lot of change. You know, I'm just, I'm growing bigger. I'm everywhere, and I just love it, you know. And, you know, like branding myself on a level that, you know what, I'm a hype queen, and a woman can do it too, you know? So I'm standing there with those men toe to toe, head to head, let's go. So that's what I've changed. I'm more out there, and I'm pushing harder. And just, yes,
where do you
doing
get
what
this
I love.
energy
Exactly, yeah. Now, you've also broken into the Nigerian space.
Yes, yes.
But let's admit it, we've got very, very good hype men here as well.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know about
And
queens.
women.
So what's the competition been like? Was there any challenges, anything?
Funny enough, I've not met any female MC yet. I wish I could, you know. I wish I could. I'm not in competition with anybody, you know, because I am me.
You're you. I do me, you do you.
You know? So I do me, you do you. We're all different in the way we hype and the way we introduce ourselves and all that. So I'm not here to compete with anybody. I'm just here to say, this is me, and this is what I can do, and let's go. You know, just, yeah. So I don't
you have a regular 9 to 5?
No, I don't have a regular. If I had a regular 9 to 5, I would not be able to
Exactly.
work.
So I was going to ask, how are you coping, holding down your job and being able to travel around the world?
Yeah, so I work in an institution for people who suffer from mental health and different psychological challenges. So, you know, many people that suffer from that actually have hard nights, you know? So I have the night job to make sure that they're comfortable, we can talk if you can't sleep, you know, prevent you from suicidal thoughts and other thoughts, you know. There's one client of mine that suddenly rushed down and was about to jump, you know.
Oh, wow.
So those are things that happen at night too, so that's my job.
There is, I want that job. I want that job. I want to sit down at home and just make people feel okay. Hey.
No.
He thinks it's that easy.
You think so?
Is it?
I mean, I've called the police many times, and I've had some things thrown at me.
It gets that difficult.
Sometimes you have to pin somebody down.
Really?
Yeah, so
she looks strong enough to do that.
She is strong enough to do it.
Yeah.
Now you know why the energy started budding.
Yeah, well, you said
energy to hold people down.
Are you saying?
No, I don't hold.
Are you saying I can't? I mean, come on.
We're just saying we're afraid you'll break into 4, not 2.
It's Mary. I can take it from her.
You know,
if it was MM,
You know, the thing about social work is I love it. People don't understand how I can, you know, they call me, my colleagues call me the African Hannah Montana because in daytime I'm a social worker.
Yeah.
And then in nighttime I'm like all dolled up and I'm on stage. They don't understand it, you know, they don't understand how I do it. And that's what I love about it, because I can be a regular person and still be that awesome MC Charlene too, you know?
You're here in Nigeria. What are you hosting? You say you're hosting,
I have a Rugged Man's Foundation night, at a club. It's going to be massive. It's going to be good.
So that's you, and that's where we can find you, because I want to see this energy. I want to feel it.
Yeah,
I want to be a part of it. I want to be moved by it. So I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be at the Just As Club. It's a new club that just...
It's okay. You're giving me a ticket now, so
yeah.
no problem. Isn't it?
Of course.
I feel like there's something else that is going over my head.
Nothing.
It's understanding.
It's Charlene.
But don't worry, I'm still here. I just wanted to remind you guys. Okay, but really, you've gone far in this period of time.
Yeah.
And so I'm just very curious.
Yeah.
The next 5 years, what do you have in store for us? What is MC Charlene going to give to us?
You know, the next 5 years, I want to have a festival called Afro Energy. I want it to be massive. I want people to be able to come to Norway, like the Afro nation, but the energy goddess style, you know? And of course, invest, make money, real estate and all that, yes.
You're going to keep that 9 to 5 while you're doing all of this?
No, listen, I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, that's a lot.
I do have a team. I do, I'm going to probably have to hire more people and see how I can do, listen, there is no limit to what you can do. I don't limit myself. I have a lot of thoughts and I can put them together. And I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it's all going to turn out positive.
So,
yeah.
For your first festival, or no, not your first festival, the next festival in Norway, if you could bring 3 Nigerian artists over,
okay,
who would it be?
It will be Burna Boy.
Okay.
Tiva, yes.
Okay.
Okay, and then, of course, I want Wizkid.
Oh.
And Davido.
All right, okay,
I get only 3. I need more than 3. Simi is so talented.
I'm a bit taken aback by the fact that you mentioned Wizkid before David O, but it's okay.
Don't
it should be David O, then Wizkid.
Don't start.
As in, I don't even understand. Okay,
it's okay.
Really, with the way the trajectory of your career now.
Yeah.
When we say MC, for example, when we say MC, have you ever been at an event where one of your clients happened to be at, and so it was probably a struggle being able to work with them?
Impossible.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they can't be out.
All right, tell you what, we're going to take a break, yeah? We're going to take a break, and now, with this break, I'm prepping you already, because when we get back, you're going to be freestyling for us.
Freestyling?
Woo!
Yeah. Okay, how do we do that? Sure.
So let's take a break, let's see one of your material, and when we get back, it's going to be MC Charlene on the mic.
I can't get Anna Montana out of my head. I can't.
If you're ready to party, let me say
What in there for you?
Doesn't that make you feel like you're already
in a
club? You're not going to escape. Yeah, give us a freestyle.
What kind of freestyle do you want?
You can hear the sound.
Hey. Am I going to rap or something?
Anything. You can dance, you can show your stuff as you do your MC. But keep it clean, It's breakfast.
Okay, guys, what's up? You're chilling with the energy goddess. You're chilling with the energy goddess. With the energy goddess.
Yeah, baby.
Baby. Are you ready to party? Yeah. Are you ready to party? Oh, yeah. Hey, shake your bum bum. Shake your bum bum.
I don't have
shake it. Shake it bum bum. Now bounce it.
Okay, it's okay.
This guy put me on the spot.
Welcome to the kitchen, MC Charlene. Quickly, this is Chef Nikki, and this morning she's made for you pan toast with omelets and a bowl of fresh fruits. So quickly,
did I tell you guys that before I became a social worker, I'm
go on.
I got you.
Oh, wow, you done it.
6 years. I have a yeah.
Wow.
You grand?
Great.
You good?
Quickly.
Okay, let's see.
And we have a cup of coffee to go with that.
Wait, I think I'm gonna do it the good.
Yeah. Thank you.
There you go.
Get it in there. Nice.
It's good. Meeting a little bit of pepper.
Oh, you like pepper?
Yes, I like it spicy. But it's very good, very neutral, perfect for everybody.
Nice. And that's a bowl of fruits there to go. We have grapes and apples. With a sprinkle of lemon juice, So enjoy.
Nice.
You guys know I love food.
You do.
I mean, the fact that I'm also a certified chef.
Welcome to the WhatsApp group.
That's great.
Like I asked her, what have you been up to? She said eating. So that's
now we get it. Full circle.
Okay. At this point, we have to say a very big thank you to you for watching.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks to our guests. Thanks to the crew. Thanks to you for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks to you as well, Chef Nike.
Thank me.
And maybe I've thanked yourself.
Thank myself for being here.
Yes, thank you, Emma, for being here. We know it.
Apparently, I don't work here anymore.
Thank you so much. Remember, join us tomorrow, 7 a.m. sharp for Wonder Women Wednesday.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.